Another day, another success story for you guys. Hi you guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Jyotsna, and in today's video I'm going to share one of the best success stories I've gotten recently. This one is related to health and it's actually very close to my heart because I can connect with this personally as well. One of my viewers sent me a success story related to her PCOD struggle, and PCOD is something that I struggled with in the past as well. I remember the first time I was diagnosed with PCOD, I used to worry so much about it. I remember stressing about it all the time. I was suddenly gaining so much weight. I was not getting periods on time. I was always having irregular periods, and the mood swings on top of that was so crazy that at some point of time I remember thinking that this is a disease that I have to just stay with for the rest of my life and I can't do anything about it. Fast forward to 2 years now, I do not have most of the PCOS symptoms anymore. In my mind, I delusionally believe and don't identify being a PCOS girly anymore, and automatically as soon as I decided that this is not something that has control over my life, I regulated my periods, I regulated my mood swings. The only symptom that I'm slightly struggling with is the weight gain, which again is kind of because of me, because I know I can exercise, I know I can walk, but I'm a foodie, I love food, I'm always eating outside food. It's on me, I just have to be more disciplined. And if you don't already know, people who have PCOD, it's actually harder to lose weight and the progress is quite slow. It can be disappointing sometimes, especially when you're just gaining the weight when you're literally eating the same thing that everyone else is, but your body is different from theirs. There are times when I do feel personally disappointed too, but obviously I'm not going to give up. If you are someone who's struggling with any health issues, again I just want to reiterate and say that you're not alone. All of us have our own health conditions, and I'm not a medical professional or a doctor, so whatever advice I give you or whatever success story my viewer has given, it is her unique story and what helped her, and I'm going to give simple tips that help me as well. But please take this information for educational purposes only. If you have any serious conditions, obviously you need to visit a doctor. But yeah, let's get started with the success story now. So this one comes from Apeksha. Apeksha says, "Hey Jyotsna, I found you on YouTube and have been following you for a long time. I've manifested many things before, but I never thought of using manifestation for my health. I've had PCOD for 10 years and my periods were always irregular despite trying medicines, diets and lifestyle changes. Then I started expressing gratitude before every meal and affirming that my food was healing my body, regulating my periods and helping me lose excess weight. During my walks, I affirmed that every step was making me healthier. I love this so much. It's almost like you're aligning your mindset with your actions. Even when you're taking walks, you're being so intentional about it and saying that it's helping your body. Even when you're eating your meal, you're being so thankful that it's giving you the right nutrition to your body. This is the best way to manifest anything you want to. When you align your thoughts, intentions, and your actions all at the same time, you literally become so powerful. Like there is no choice but for the universe to deliver what it is that you truly want. I stayed consistent for about 5 months while eating simple home cooked food, doing a little yoga and walking regularly. I just want to repeat this one sentence again because I think she's given a very important point here. I stayed consistent for about 5 months while eating simple home cooked food, doing a little bit of yoga and walking regularly. Most people that I know who suffer with PCOS or PCOD think that they need to do an intense weight loss journey. They need to do intense workouts, but in fact that's actually not true. The more you de-stress, the more you calm your nervous system, the more you get into meditation and yoga, that's the fastest way to not only lose weight but also regulate your periods. She simply did the same thing. She just walked every single day, did a little bit of yoga here and there, but ate simple home cooked foods, which actually was a game changer for her. Today my periods are much more regular and I have lost around 7 kgs. Like, are you kidding me? Losing 7 kgs, that's absolutely insane, and I'm so inspired by this. Thank you so much for your videos. Whenever I feel demotivated, your success stories gave me hope and kept me going. Thank you for inspiring me. Thank you so much for sharing this amazing success story. This has actually inspired me so much personally. Let me tell you one simple thing that I think most people with PCOS miss out. If you go and search for the spiritual meaning behind PCOD, you can literally Google it. The reason why most women develop PCOD is because they're in their masculine energy. If you are a woman that has from their childhood been in a lot of masculine energy, who's always been doing a lot of work, who's always been providing all the time, who hasn't been in the receiving mode or in the feminine energy, then you're most likely suffering with PCOD. PCOD literally comes when your masculine energy is more dominant than your feminine energy. If you are someone who was always relying on yourself when you were growing up, if you were hyper independent, then there are chances that you will develop PCOD. And when you understand the spiritual reason as to why something comes to you, and there's a spiritual meaning behind every health reason, trust me. I remember when I used to develop styes, I used to read this book by Louise Hay, and she mentioned that you usually develop an eye infection or sty when you're holding on to some anger or resentment in your body. And I remember healing my sty in just one day or maybe in 2 days. And the same thing happens with PCOD too. The more I started relaxing, the more I started receiving instead of giving all the time. That is when I started seeing that my periods got regular too. I didn't even have to do yoga. I didn't even have to do exercise. I didn't even have to really control all the food I was eating. Although I highly recommend 80% of every single thing starts with the food, because what you take internally is what really helps your body feel better and feel healthier. So yeah, even if you make simple changes like getting more mindful about the food you consume, thinking more about your health, you automatically feel good for taking good decisions. And when you feel good, you automatically attract good health. Every single health concern has a spiritual meaning. So please, if you are suffering with any health issues, I would highly recommend, if you are taking medicines, I'm not asking you to stop taking medicines, you can still continue taking them, but at the same time identify and figure out what the spiritual meaning behind it is and understand what you can do. So if you are someone who has been suffering with PCOD, the best way to actually heal this is to start being in your feminine energy more. Instead of working hard all the time, instead of pushing yourself to provide, to be a hyper independent person, try to take help from others, try to do simple things, try to receive amazing things. And the more you regulate your nervous system, the faster you see the results as well. In order to regulate my nervous system, I do a lot of meditation, but I also take the time to pamper myself. I go to the salon, I go to the spa, I get like massages, or I get like a head spa. Anything that I know will help me be in a feminine state and allow me to get pampered, I will do that. Walk at least 8,000 to 10,000 steps per day. I know someone who literally took up the 10,000 steps challenge. They automatically lost so much weight. If there are only 2 tips I can give you for PCOS, the first one is calorie deficit. Obviously, you want to eat more protein, you want to eat good food, you want to avoid carbs, sugar, soda, anything that's bad for you. I'm pretty sure you already know what I mean by that. To avoid all of that and focus more on protein, because weight loss at the end of the day is 80% food and 20% exercise. What you consume internally is what matters the most. So I know someone who literally only with calorie deficit and 10k steps each day has lost more than 10 kgs. So if it's possible for one person like that, I'm pretty sure it's possible for so many other people. It's all about your mindset at the end of the day. When you shift the way you think, you automatically see that good food is actually something that makes you feel good. And when you feel good, you're automatically in a high vibration, and it becomes very easy for you to basically be healthy. Instead of thinking, oh, I'm punishing myself by not having this milkshake, instead of that, actually question your mind and say, is this good for my hormones? Is this good for my body? If it's not, what can I replace it with? The third tip I have for you is obviously regulating your nervous system. You can regulate your nervous system with meditation, taking a walk simply at the park. Like when I come outside and I expose myself to nature, I automatically feel good. I automatically feel amazing about myself. And I know that there are times when I'm actually hard on myself. I think that, oh, I'm doing everything right. I'm trying to cut down my diet as well. Why am I not losing the weight? But instead of focusing on the weight gain, instead of focusing on my body, I'm literally focusing on just feeling good. Sometimes even if you see that the progress is slow, the more happier you are, the more good you feel with the current body you have, it actually becomes easier for you to manifest your dream body. You have to be grateful for your current body as well, because your current body, even when you're putting in so much of junk food, even when you're suffering with whatever health condition, it is still working for you. It is still supporting you in the best way possible. So sending more love to your body, always affirming like my body is always safe and healthy. I always feel safe and healthy. All is well. My body is always healing. Last tip, but definitely not the least, is being consistent. Consistency is the key. Consistency beats talent. You guys already know that, and I stress about consistency all the time. No matter what happens, I want you to be consistent in your journey. Yes, there are days where you want to take rest, there are days where you get breaks, but no matter what happens, continue your routine. And even if one single day you don't do your routine the way you want to, the next day you can always get back to the routine. Whatever promises and goals you have actually put for your personal health, you have to do that no matter what. Just like how you brush your teeth every single day, you have to take your health in the same way. Health is wealth. I highly, highly believe that. Make sure that you prioritize your health no matter what happens. And if you need that guidance and that push in order to be consistent, then you already know I have my course Manifest Instantly. I am personally doing Manifest Instantly again just because I want to be consistent and prioritize my health this year as well. So if I am doing my own course and telling you guys that it's amazing, believe me, it is amazing and it is going to change your life. I have so many success stories from people who have completed Manifest Instantly and have seen shocking results. So trust me when I say this, it is going to help you. So you can buy Manifest Instantly on Stan or Topmate. I will put both the links in the description box below so you can check it out. So yeah, these are all the tips I have for you guys. I hope these were helpful, and yes, as I go through the journey, I will be giving you more updates and more tips as well. So thank you so much, Apeksha, for sharing the success story. Like I said, you inspired me, and I'm sure anyone who relates with PCOD, I'm pretty sure that they will feel inspired too. So thank you so much for that. Of course, if you have any success stories and you want to share it with me, you can share it with me. My email is right here for you. And yeah, that was it for today's video, you guys. I'll see you guys in my next video. Lots of love. Bye.